I have spent hours thinking again and again, calculating and pondering and trying to find out how should I upgrade my base to get to the max level as fast as possible. Because this new base, while it looks very similar, really doesn't work the same way. And after all those hours, I think I have the answer. So what should you do? First, if you are builder hall level 3, you need to rush to builder hall level 4. Do not upgrade your cannons and your defenses to level 2. Only upgrade the most important defenses, offenses I mean, and I mean troops by offenses. And those are the giants, and maybe, and most likely actually get third army camp. But if you do so, use your gems. And never do, just do not rebuild the gem mine. This is a trap. So how did I come to this conclusion? Well, this is pretty easy. Look at that. This is all my calculations. So here on the top left, my goal. What is my goal? Is to max my base as soon as possible. How do I do that? To do that, I farm faster. And here's the first tricky question. How do you farm faster? Because now you cannot just farm all day by attacking. Instead, how do you farm faster? Is by gaining more trophies. Every day you will have 3 attacks that have win bonuses. And those win bonuses depend on your trophies. The higher your trophy, the higher your win and the more resources you have. And if you do not that, you have no way to earn more resources. So here, this is how it works. At under 1000, every 100 trophy, your 3 attacks will give you 5, each will give you 5000 more gold and elixir, which means at every 100 trophy you will get 15,000 more gold and 15,000 more elixir, and after 1000 trophies it will be every 200 trophies. So if you jump from 700 to 1400, then it is an increase of 15,000 gold and 15,000 elixir, so 30,000 gold and elixir together. And that's pretty much it. That's how you gain gold and elixir, and there is no other way, because every time you attack you do not gain anything more. But there is something important to know, is that every time you attack you do not lose anything. Training troops do not cost you anything, so attacking quite a lot between those 3 attacks is quite a good idea, so that you get a higher trophy count. And I say this is the only way. That's why I said that. I kept clicking on those collectors, because yes, there is this one other way. And is it worth it to upgrade your collectors in this new base? Well, actually I found it very worth it. At least from level 2 to level 3. At level 2 you gain 1200 per hour, and at level 3 you gain 1500. And this upgrade will cost you 10,000. And with those 10,000, this is an upgrade of 300 gold or elixir per hour, which means your 10,000 will come back to you after 33 hours. It will take you 33 hours to earn back those 10,000 gold or elixir, just with the amelioration, so 300 per hour more you gain. So this is more or less 1 day and a half. So 1 day and a half to make it worth it already. So is it worth it already to spend those resources if you could have gained more with defenses? Because if you have more trophies and you gain more trophies with better defenses or better troops, then you will gain more gold. So unless those 10,000 were used to have one more cannon, and actually a cannon is more expensive. How much is a cannon? A cannon. Yeah, one cannon. This is the price of one cannon. So unless one cannon will earn you 100 more trophies, then yeah, I guess having level 3 elixirs is pretty much worth it, because yeah, it makes up for the price of one cannon, you just earn more gold and elixir. So I think this is worth it. This is barely worth it, but I think this is worth it. So now that we know how to gain more gold and elixir, which is by upgrading your elixir and gold collectors to level 3 and gaining more trophies, the question is, how do you gain more trophies? Well, you gain more trophies by upgrading your troops and your defenses. But which one should you upgrade? Well, should you go all offense or all defense? Well, I believe there is no real answer. The real answer is to get the good offenses and the good defenses. So what are the good offenses? The good troops. And to me, the better troops, at least under 1400, are the giants. You should rush those giants and attack with giants. And why is that? Well, the reason is, at lower levels, the bases you will have to face are those bases. Bases with almost no walls and nothing to kill your giants. So your giants will kill those bases really easily. And that's pretty much why I think you should not upgrade your archers and your barbarians before you get to higher levels. And by higher levels, I mean when you get to 1400, you will start to encounter this kind of base. I guess this one has it. This kind of base with that crusher, and that crusher really destroys your giant. Now there is one more troop that I didn't talk about, which I think sucks, which is the one you upgrade here with another laboratory. And wait a sec. Research. How do I get it? Oh, no, you get them with the barrack. So the beta minions, and are the beta minions really worth it? I think not, because very early people will have one cannon, one Tesla, one archer tower, one fire cracker, and those mines. So there is a lot of anti-air early on, so I really think that upgrading this builder barrack to get those beta minions is not worth it. And as a matter of fact, I really didn't see many of them as soon as I got those defenses. And I think the Tesla and the Firecracker is really worth it. And because I'm talking about it already, I guess we might go already to the defenses, but just before that I want to talk about the army camp, because I think this is one other offensive building that you really should take as soon as possible, because the difference between 4 giants and 6 giants is huge. It's really big. The moment I bought my 3rd army camp, I jumped all the way from barely being able to stay at 600 trophies to getting to 1400 trophies. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps in the loot bonus gold and elixir per attack, which means 15, 20, no, 5 per attack, which means, yeah, 15, 30, 60, 75 more gold, 75,000 more gold every day, and 75,000 more elixir every day, and that's a lot. and that's a lot. But also those army camps are pretty expensive because I had to build the elixir storage, which was pretty expensive. So I spent more or less 200,000 resources. So you might say this is not completely worth it, but I have to tell you, I gemmed this one, and then it gave me a reward because I got more trophies. And the reward of having more than 1000 trophy was just 100 gems, which was more than what I spent. So I think it is really worth it. If you are going to gem anything, I think it will be those army camps. So now we know what we want to do with those army camps. You want to go first for the giants, and you want to upgrade those giants as soon as possible so that they are stronger until you get to 1400. And once there is a crusher, you will have to upgrade your archers, because archers start to be very important to kill those crushers, because your giants are really bad against the crushers. So that's pretty much what you want to do with your upgrade for your troops. As for your defenses, well, defenses, this will feel very weird for most of you. First thing first, you should really not upgrade your defenses to level 2. Why? Wait, what? So you mean I should rush to the builder hall 4 before I have upgraded to level 2? Yes, you should. And why is that? This is because when you get to BH4, you will have many more troops, defenses that you can buy. Look at that. You can have all those bombs, more walls, more cannons, more archers. And the thing is, having one more cannon and one more archer's tower is much better than having a level 2. Because having a level 2 will only give you a few more DPS. So it's not really worth it. And having another level 1 is actually very cheap. Like another cannon is 10,000, but upgrading your cannon to level 2 is 20,000. So 20,000 for an upgrade that is not as good. Why would you do that? Save your money and rush to the builder hall 4. But before you do that, obviously, you know already that there are a few buildings you need to have. So make sure you have to level 1 all your buildings and your defenses to get to builder's hall level 4. Now, there is one other upgrade that everyone wants to get. Oh, before I get to that. When you get to the builder hall level 4, you will also have access to the clock tower, which allows you to collect resources faster, to train your troops faster, to research faster, and to build faster. And who wouldn't want that, right? And finally, you will ask me, yeah, but I learned from Clash of Clans, for years of Clash of Clans, that if I have a higher town hall, then I will get less loot. But this is not anymore in this base. You can be at a builder hall level 4 and attack a builder hall level 3, and you will gain exactly the same resources. So you have no reason not to rush. You should really rush. This is the best thing you can do. You should rush as long as you keep your trophies high, because the main income for you is your trophies. So yeah, so where are we at now? So we figured out that we want to upgrade as soon as possible. To do so, we want to farm faster. To farm faster, you want to your level 3 collectors, and you want to climb in trophies. To climb in trophies, you want to make sure that you have your giants all the way until you meet the crushers. You want to have 3 army camps at your build hall level 3. Then you want to upgrade your archers, and you want to leave your barbarians behind because you will not use them at all. At least you will not use them after 300 trophies, but getting more than 300 trophies, you can do it with only archers. As for defenses, you want to keep your defenses to level 1, just to be able to upgrade to the next builder's hall. But then here I have, do not upgrade your gem mine. This is a trap. And this is pretty important. Gem mine, it seems like a good deal. 120,000 elixir to get gems. Gems! I want gems! But the gem mine, I mean, 120,000 elixir means you could spend this on your troops and have stronger troops to get more loot, to get more resources. And all those resources you will spend on your mine will give you 3 gem every day. 3 gem per day. So this means if you want 100 gems, for example, it will take you something like 33 days, 1 month. And yeah, 1 month to have a comeback on your 120,000 elixir is not really worth it. Especially since with your gems, you don't buy so much things. Like, if I want, what is the price to get this building? Upgrade this. Okay, what is the price for 150,000 gold? Is 300 gems. So 100 days. So yeah, it's not worth it. Do not upgrade the gem mine. And I think that's it. I think we went through it. I think we know exactly what we want. What we want is to upgrade as fast as possible. We want to climb in trophies. We do not want to upgrade that trap. We don't want to upgrade to level 2. We want to rush to BH4. And we want to upgrade the right troops. And so that's it. That's all you need to know. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and see you next time.